Hey everybody, this is Kevin Crouch with Ellis County Weather. I am here on my front porch. Decided I thought I would film this from home, and right behind me, of course, is you can see how clean and nice this looks. You may not know how kind of dirty it looked before, but of course, I had our sponsor Midlow Pressure Pros out very recently to clean this house, and it looked phenomenal. So I thought this might be a good backdrop for my weekend outlook. And of course, a lot of folks are going to be either at each other's, at family and friends' homes or their own homes coming up for the Thanksgiving holiday. So I just thought this would be a good little, backdrop, knowing that the next weekend outlook will be coming out on Thanksgiving. I imagine I'll probably end up being here again on Thanksgiving, but maybe I can spice that up a little bit, make that a little more interesting somehow. But I want to make sure that we do talk about the forecast, especially this weekend. I know there's some different events coming up this weekend. In fact, I've got one event tonight. Kind of the other reason that I'm doing this from home is that I'm kind of in between commitments today. So I didn't really have much of a chance to go to another location. But let's talk about our sponsor, Midlow Pressure Pros, for a second. I hope you took the time to go look at that feature that we filmed this just recently, and just posted that. And I was able to put some before and after footage and kind of a time lapse there as well. It looked really, really good, and it really illustrated their services very, very well. So I hope you'll take a chance to go watch that. It was a really fun project to actually put together, and it was just amazing to see some of the after effects. Once they were all done, and I'm looking at some of this stuff now, the driveway and the kind of the walkway here and everything that they did, and it just looks amazing. And so I hope you'll go and check that out. Weston, that owns Midlow Pressure Pros, is a veteran, so you know that he's going to bring integrity to his job. He takes pride in his work, and he talks about that. So even though it's kind of a long video, and I know that the what everybody wants to see, the before and after and the time lapse and all that satisfying content, is on the end of the video. Go watch the video too, so you kind of get to know him and his team, and get to know the service that you're getting. And of course, as I've said before, when you go to elliscountyclean.com or call them at 469-830-1630, you're getting $50 off any service. So if you mention to them that you saw this through Ellis County Weather, saw their services. So you really can't beat that. And of course, they have different levels of service and that kind of thing. But really, any level you go to, that $50 off helps. I mean, that's $50 that you can do something else with. So this is the time of year when we're watching our bank accounts, because we got to stock up on food and ingredients and things for Thanksgiving, and then we're buying presents and different things for Christmas. So good time of year to get the house clean before the family and friends come out. Little late for Thanksgiving now, but hey, you might be hosting for Christmas. This is a perfect time to try to get them nailed down and get on their calendar to get a nice clean, or even just to start the next year. We've got New Year's coming up too, so start the next year with a clean house. Kind of a turn over a new leaf kind of thing. So great time to get in touch with them. Again, that's elliscountyclean.com. Phone number is 469-830-1630. Mention Ellis County Weather to get that $50 off any service. So let's talk about the forecast. The first thing I want to talk about is tonight. I know normally my weekend outlooks start on Friday night, but tonight we do have a freeze warning in place. Predominantly early tomorrow morning, really, but it's overnight. Temperatures in the low to mid 30s across the area. And so that means that we may see some 30, 31, 32, mostly I think in outlying areas. If you're in an urban area, I don't think you're quite going to see the cooler, the coldest temperatures if you're in a more outlying, area. And so there might be some frost here and there, a little bit of light freezing across the area. Really, the predominant risk here is going to be to sensitive plants, or if there's sensitive outdoor items or things, and pets as well. You want to be conscious of those as well. Not really a damaging your pipes kind of thing. This is not a hard freeze. It's a pretty light freeze, but nonetheless, it could damage some of those plants and those kind of things. So anything that might be sensitive to a light freeze, go ahead and take care of that now, because it's going to be pretty cool going into tonight. So let's go through the usual period now. Friday night is going to be mostly clear. It's going to be warmer with lows in the mid 40s. May not feel too much warmer, but yeah, it's going to be warmer in terms of the fact that we won't be freezing overnight. So we'll rebound to less dangerous conditions pretty quickly. Saturday, we're looking at mostly cloudy lows, or highs rather, in the upper 60s. And then Saturday night, we're going to be clear with lows in the mid 50s. So you see this warming trend we're doing here, but it's not going to get that much warmer. Sunday, mostly cloudy, highs in the upper 60s. So we kind of start to fall off a little bit there. Sunday night, clear, lows in the low 40s. So looks like over the weekend, at least on Saturday, looks like we're looking at highs in the upper 60s, low 70s, and then Sunday in the upper 60s. So we'll kind of stick around a little bit warmer, but we're just going to barely touch there. We won't really stay that warm. And again, Sunday night, we're going to be clear, so it's going to be lows in the low 40s. It's going to start cooling off again. And when we have those clear nights, like I've said before, you don't have the clouds to hold in that heat. The heat rises way, and it allows it to cool off quite a bit. Now, I know that a lot of people are interested in what's going to happen Thanksgiving. You're going to be watching my weekday outlook on Sunday very closely, and let me just tell you, right now, there's a lot of disagreement among weather models. There usually is, and of course, forecasts change so quickly. Right now, we're looking at the possibility of a cold rain on Sunday. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to get any kind of winter precipitation. It looks like if we get any winter precipitation, that's probably going to be off to the northwest. But usually for our area, that means that we could be looking at a kind of a chilly rain for Thanksgiving. And I know that kind of is a downer for folks that like to cook outside and play football in the backyard and those kind of things. So I will be keeping an eye on that. And when I bring you that weekday outlook on Sunday, I'll make sure that I have the most detail that I can get possible out of that. So again, forecasts change, so I would say for Thanksgiving, if you want to have outdoor plans, that's totally cool, but make sure you have an indoor alternative for those outdoor plans. Make sure that whatever you want to do, that you have a kind of a contingency plan in place for Thanksgiving, just in case it is a rainy kind of thing. And, not all rainy days are rainy all day, so that may make a difference too. So stay tuned for that weekday outlook coming up on Sunday. And over the next few days, I'm sure I'll be posting some updates too as that forecast becomes more clear. But for now, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I know that like I said, there's some kind of different festivities this weekend. I hope you enjoy that. Chilly nights, but somewhat mild and a little bit warmer days. So just stay tuned for more on the Thanksgiving forecast coming up.